All right, everyone. I was just turning mail off, trying to make sure that I don't have any notifications popping up. It seems like every time I do a recording here lately, I forget to turn one device off or another device and something rings, something beeps. You know how it is. So I think we've got all the background noises isolated, and so we can start. So, as always, thanks for stopping by and hanging out for a few. My name is Rich Charpentier. I'm the channel host, and I appreciate you coming by and hanging out for a few minutes. Today, we're talking about how I'm full of waffles. Well, seriously, over the Thanksgiving weekend, Black Friday sale was going on Udemy, and so my phone was blowing up with sales over on Udemy, and I got an interesting review. The review wasn't from a student who just signed up for the course. It was from a student who signed up from the course several months ago and only did a very small portion of the video series. So the student really didn't like it. And it was actually a gut punch to me. I still feel bad about it right now. It was such a scathing review of my Metashape class. I've had a lot of great feedback on the Metashape class, and this is the first and only really bad one. I've gotten some lower stars here and there from people who were looking for more detail on ground control points and higher end issues when it comes to doing 3D models. And I've communicated with those folks, and they said, yeah, we'd like to see some ground control points and some of that higher end stuff. And the class is basically more geared toward beginners to get them started, to get them familiar with some of the software, and to start chugging along and doing their own experimentation. But yeah, I felt like I got a gut punch this weekend, and I'm gonna put this review up. I didn't put the name in or anything, but I'm just taking a look over here, and you're gonna see it on screen. So this class, according to this person, was useless, very amateur, and full of waffle. Um, I can't have waffles. I'm allergic. Sorry, I really can't have waffles. I am allergic. But clear lack of knowledge, incorrect advice. You learn more from looking at YouTube. The only positive is that it introduced me to GroundStation Pro, but even the instruction on GroundStation Pro was wrong. Wow, that was painful. The reviewer did say I do seem like a nice guy, but I'm not up to teaching the class. So thanks for the nice guy comment. That helps a little, but man, what a gut punch, right? So one of the things I don't think a lot of creators talk about is it's a little scary putting yourself out there like this. Sharing information with people. Sometimes you're going to get it wrong. Sometimes you're going to do some things incorrect, and you go back and correct those. But in this case, it was an absolute pounding to me. So it left me feeling a little bad the other day. I was having a super relaxed day, long weekend, the Thanksgiving weekend. I read that, and it actually got me a little down because, number one, a big part of why I do this is to help other people. I cover topics that I've found weren't well covered online. When I can't find things, when I'm trying to learn more about a software application, I look all over the place. And I take classes too. I've taken classes from several different groups over the years. Biggest one's got to be Kelby Training. I love their stuff for Photoshop. And I was a long time member with them. And I've signed up for training online for drone stuff. And, I've been building my own knowledge over several years now, working with the drones and specifically working on doing modeling. That's the thing that I really enjoy. But so this one, what a pounding. And it's not to say, hey, you feel bad for me or anything. It's just I want to give you some advice. If you're doing any kind of online content creation, you're gonna get hit with these, and I guess we all need to get a thicker skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and close that one because then I looked. I said, all right, I want to look at my overall class because several hundred people have signed up for that class. Over 60 people have done reviews on it so far. It is a very narrow niche market. I know that other courses get a lot more people studying for the Part 107 course. That is something that everybody is doing who's interested in doing commercial drone work. So there's a lot of people taking those courses. But when you start getting down to something like the 3D modeling or business deliverables or things like that, you suddenly start finding out there's not a lot out there. So I took a look at the overall course, and so the course rating with this one, that was a pretty big hit for a 1 star, so I'm down to 4.35 stars. And, are you learning valuable stuff? 96% of the people said yes. 93% of the people thought concepts are clear, and 93% thought it was engaging. So you're seeing the numbers here. So pretty much some pretty positive reviews. So why would that get under my skin so much? Because I want to do a good job. I really do. If you're on this channel, one thing I want you to know, when I'm answering things or when I'm sharing things with you, it's in the interest of being helpful. I'm not making a bunch of money off of YouTube or off of Udemy or anything. It's a very, very small amount compared to the work that I do for my clients. I share this stuff here out of interest and out of sharing with the drone community. So, after feeling that bad, I went and looked at a couple more of the reviews, and loving the lecture on being impatient, set the stage for what's coming. I found the entire class helpful in understanding the workflow and the tools needed, and that's the type of person that I am gearing these toward. Fantastic course, which covers each and every tools and modules related, starting from capturing and setting up drones to processing the drone images. Of course, no ground control points and coordinate related topic, because people do need to start getting an understanding of GIS. And I'm not teaching GIS classes here. I have worked with ArcGIS previously in my telecom days. And while I was doing a contract in West Virginia doing some database work for a land acquisition group. So I do have some background with that. The one that really kind of hit me with it, with that particular comment, was the fact that I did introduce them to GroundStation Pro, and GroundStation Pro is an amazing tool. And but I got it all wrong on that too. Now, I've been flying with GroundStation Pro for a couple of years, and I've been using it to do waypoint missions and grid missions. And I've posted a lot of other stuff here on Facebook, so I just want to pull this screen up. But there are people who are looking for information on GroundStation Pro in a big way. I launched this particular YouTube video a year ago, and 18,904 views, 215 thumbs up, 6 thumbs down. Not bad, I think, especially since the audio quality on this particular one was terrible because I was recording it from an iPad, because I was actually doing the setups on the iPad and showing people through it. So not the greatest audio quality. But overall, with 18,904 views and only 6 people who thought it really sucked, I think I did all right. So like I said, I'm not here to complain or anything today. I just wanted to share that one with you, because when you're watching all these different content creators, myself and everybody else out there, sometimes we're going to do good ones. Sometimes we're going to do ones that aren't so interesting to people, and you can thumbs down it. I think it hit really hard because there was absolutely nothing of value for that person, and I am sorry about that. I do want things to be valuable to folks. So I hope that the person who wrote this review, even though they signed up months ago, only watched a small percentage of it, and hadn't watched it since their purchase point. It's been months. And so to have that review pop up on the Black Friday weekend, it also made me a little suspicious. I was like, is this just somebody trying to torpedo a sale over Black Friday? I don't know. But in the end, I'm still going to continue doing videos and doing courses. And I really do want your honest opinions back. So if I'm doing something bad and it doesn't have value, go ahead and let me know. You can even tell me that I'm full of waffles. And right here on the YouTube screen down at the bottom, for those of you who do like the content and like this kind of information and learning about stuff outside of just the drones, like being a content creator, you can go ahead and like and subscribe this, and you'll get notifications when new stuff comes out. If you hate it all, and you are one of those people who thinks that I'm full of waffle, there's the thumbs down button, and you can go for it. But I always like honest critiques and honest criticism, and I'm one of the guys who usually doesn't critique and criticize too much on YouTube, because I think everybody Everybody should have a voice out there. I think it's a great platform, which is also why the whole COPA thing's made me a little nervous, because this is a great platform for a lot of people who have unique information to share with other people. And I really like that about YouTube. I like that about Udemy as well. And I like that about the new Patreon thing that I've set up. So if you're a big fan of the channel and you don't know, we've set up a new Patreon sign up here. And you can check it out. The links are down in the show notes below. And I'd really like to hear back from you on this one as well. And I hope that most people don't think I'm full of waffles. I'm going to end this on a really interesting note. And I actually closed the mail down so as not to bother you. What was really funny and interesting this morning is the first email I read this morning. I'm not kidding you. Someday maybe I'll post it for you, but not yet, because I've got to figure out what we're going to do here. I got a contact from a drone software application manufacturer. So one of the companies that makes drone flight apps got in touch with me this morning, and they were wondering if I would be interested in doing online video instruction for their application, and also written instruction for their application as well. And if I can work something out, I'll be letting you know here. And if I do tutorials and things for this particular company, that doesn't mean I'm going to stop doing tutorials on other applications as well. It just means that I might be developing a bigger job out of this channel than I ever thought I could. So cross your fingers for me. I've already written them back this morning, so I'm looking forward to talking to them in the near future, and I'll keep you updated with that. And I'm dead serious. This really did show up in my mailbox this morning, and it kind of countered me being full of waffles. All right, everyone. We'll see you in the next upcoming video. I hope you enjoyed everything. Like I said, like and subscribe down below. And if you think I'm full of it, go ahead and thumbs down me. Just don't call me full of waffles. That's just so weird. I think it was a typo. All right, everyone. We'll see you.